What's up, everybody, and welcome. We got a couple things going on today. We just got back from the thrift store yesterday, so I'm going to show you some of the stuff I got for that. And I have found out that there's a locally guided hike coming up, a day trip. Normally I'm not big on guided hikes. I like to go out by myself or just with friends, but this is supposed to have a lot of local history in it, and that's really fun for me. So we're going to start here and kind of show you two things. What you can do for really cheap. Most of this stuff is thrifted, or it's stuff I have around the house. I'm an outdoor type of guy, so I'll have some of these things laying around. But I'm going to try to show you how to get stuff on the really cheap. We thrift a lot. It's fun for us. So this is acquired over 2 or 3 different trips. But I'm really excited about this bag I found yesterday. This is the Eddie Bauer hydration pack, I believe it's called. I picked this up for $8. It is brand new. Its bottles are still attached with the tags. I wouldn't have ordered this bag, but that's kind of the part of thrifting, is you find treasures. It's a pretty good quality bag. The zippers are tight. Pretty heavy duty. 2 nice water bottles here. Like 16, maybe 18 ounces of water if you squeeze it all the way to the top. It's got heavy duty straps. And $8. Now, you might not find this particular bag, probably not, but there's dozens of bags to choose from. Or just look for a bag around your house, whatever you can throw together to get you outside. Now, this bag is not really a survival kit. It's something I'm taking on a day trip. And 99.99999% sure there's not going to be any problems. But that's why we do this, right? For that 0.00000. And it would happen to me. I'd be the one to get lost. Now, I feel pretty safe about what I'm taking. I feel like it may be even overkill for a day trip. But hey, if something happens, I want to have a little edge. And this is a really, really cheap edge. So let's look inside, alright? Now, I've left a lot of space open. Because, planning day of, I'm going to put my lunch in here. So it's going to be filled with snacks. I'll have my 2 bottles of water, and I'll probably take a Gatorade. I like Gatorade. I'll probably have 1 or even 2 with me. So let's go ahead and look inside and see what we got in here. Alright, set it to the side. Start here. Got a emergency poncho. I did not buy that at the thrift store. They're actually cheaper at Walmart, and I've got probably half a dozen laying around. I grabbed that out of some camping gear, threw it in, already had it, but it was about $2. Got a multi-tool. I'll go over that here in a minute. Just a garbage bag. Went and grabbed this out of the cabinet, rolled it up, stuck it in there. And I got a bandana. And this is the secondary fire kit right here. Well, the spoon is just a spoon, but it's just plain striker, magnesium striker. I picked this up for $1.99 at Harbor Freight. They're like $5 at Walmart. This one's kind of worn. I've used it several times. It's the secondary, along with this Extreme Start I pulled out of our camping gear. Bandanas, pretty self-explanatory. You can come up with dozens of uses for that. They're ultra cheap. I had this laying around. I picked up a 4-pack or something. Couple bucks at the dollar store. Next up, this was a gift from my son. It's what I've got in there basically for cordage. The compass is not. Yep. Okay. There it goes. So the compass does work. When the day I go, I will actually take my good compass with me, but I've got this in there just in case. Last thing in here is some hand sanitizer. This was actually free. My girlfriend works for a company where sales reps come in, and they handed a whole bunch of these out to them. So yeah, completely free. Keep your hands clean. Can be used as accelerant if you want. Okay, now let's get some of this stuff out of the way. This was my everyday carry multi-tool. Ozark Trail, it's Walmart's brand. I can't remember what I paid for it. I've had it for several years. The reason it's made its way to this bag, because you get what you pay for, that's broken. So I've gone ahead and replaced it with a better one that maybe I'll do a video on later. But in the meantime, it's a pretty handy guy. He served me for years. Just basic, simple. It's not the cheapest, definitely not the best. We've got a blade, screwdriver, can opener. I've never known what that's for. Maybe that's a can opener too, bottle opener. I don't know. Got a little saw, another screwdriver, file. Pretty basic guy. I'll do in a pinch. Okay, now let's get into the actual survival kit. Now, I'm going to pause here for a second. This dry bag we got for free. My girlfriend is a rewards point fanatic. If there's reward points for something, she signs up for them. And it came, and it was just the perfect size for this. So this was actually completely free. Now here is the one I bought at the thrift stop for $7. Now originally I had planned to use this dry bag as the container for a survival kit, along with this that I got for $1 to be used as shelter. And here is another $1 item that I picked up at the thrift store, planning to put in that kit. Now I'm thinking that this is actually going to be used for another project around the house as well as the drop cloth, but in the spirit of the video, this was $7, $8, $9 worth of stuff right there. Pretty solid amount of stuff for $9. Now this cup actually did not come from the thrift store. I've got 2 or 3 of these that I took it out of our camping gear. I did get this cup at the thrift store for $2. It is a great cup, Sierra cup I think they call it. It just fits awkwardly in this bag, but technically this could be in there and you could have thrifted your metal cup as well. Metal cup, self-explanatory, drinking, and this is part of the water purification system. Okay, into the meat and bones, the actual survival gear. Let's see what we got in here. Alright, here's our primary fire kit. Pretty simple. We've got a tea light, a big lighter, a generous portion of electrical tape wrapped around the lighter, and just some plain Jane strike-on box matches. I highly recommend storm matches. They are expensive. I don't have any right now because I played with the ones I had and used them. But this I got at the Dollar Tree. So I got a big box of them for $1.25. Moving on. A small fishing kit. I scavenged out of my tackle box stuff I already had that I already used fishing. Just some extra. There's line. Just a couple sinkers, a couple hooks, a little lure. This may not even go with me on the hike. I'm not exactly sure which one I'm going on, and if there's no water around, I'm not going to carry it. I'll use that space for something else. And this will go in my actual survival kit, or my bug out bag, or my get home bag, or whatever bag I make next. I don't know. I'm having fun. Next up, what do we got? Alright. The food bag is pretty light in here, but I'm going to have lunch packed with me. So what I've got coffee, salt, some Starburst, a bouillon cube, and tea. That's it. Just a little morale booster, and I'll have lunch with me. I don't know what I'll pack that day. I'll probably do a video on the hike, and we'll see you then. Moving on, what's next? This is the medical kit. I'll go through that in a second. Now this is specific to me. I smoke cigarettes. Terrible habit, I should quit. But if I'm in a survival situation, I'm stressed out, I need some cigarettes. So I got some tobacco, some rolling papers, third source of fire. This is going to go a long way with me. Hopefully you don't need them. I hope you don't smoke. It's terrible. I wish I didn't. But there you go. Okay, the second part of water purification is just a couple of coffee filters I took out of the kitchen. You know, I buy these anyway, so they're basically free. Tissues, everybody poops. I mean, we all know it. Okay, getting down to the bottom, got my little mini flashlight. Probably need to throw a battery in for this guy, but it's a pretty good Gerber flashlight. It came with a knife I bought several years ago. I didn't pay a lot for it. Okay, it's getting into cold weather around here, so this time of year I throw in a couple of these hot hands. They have come in handy on cold nights camping when I did not prepare properly. Last is just a couple of zip ties. So we got those there. And then the dry bag itself could be used in a pinch to carry more water. Oh, one more item. That's about 3 feet of duct tape. Alright, so that is what's in the bag now. Now, the day of, I plan on throwing in this waterproof cell phone case. I've recently taken up bird watching, so here is another reward point book that she got for me in case I see a bird that I want to identify. Pen, completely free, took it from the hotel. An old Sharpie, emergency situation. Pen and paper is fine, but you can write on anything with this. I am not sure the brand name of this compass, but it's the one I take camping and hiking, so it will go in there on the day of, and then when I get home it'll go back with my main gear. I'll have this titanium spoon fork with me for my lunch. Obviously this goes in my mess kit with my camping gear. I've pulled it out to go in on this hike. I'll also have sunglasses. I'll have this fixed blade knife. I don't know the actual cost of this knife. It's not cheap, but it's not expensive. It's a workhorse, so I've had it for years. Several years back, I treated myself to a box of the month subscription club, and in that box of the month, the knife came, this compass came, and this came. Little more cordage. I usually wear this around my ankle when I go out. It's a little bit too big for my wrist. Fits perfect around the ankle. Just extra cordage. I will definitely have this in there. And last but not least, don't judge me, but take a little drinky poo. Alright guys, that's everything that's in there. I am running out of battery, so I'm going to cut this short and clean this up. And when I get back, we'll go through some of the smaller bags of stuff, like the medical kit. Okay, actually just the medical kit. Guys, thanks for tuning in. There'll be links to other videos in the description. And I will see you next time.